So you want to get healthy this summer. Where do you start? That is definitely with your grocery shopping. Before the food goes into your mouth, you have to pick it out. So when you pick out your food, pick out wholesome foods. Like there's only one ingredient in lettuce, and that's lettuce. So make sure that you're buying foods that are just wholesome and your body can recognize them and then utilize them to the best of its ability. You're gonna feel amazing, look amazing. I love shopping for wildflowers when I go grocery shopping too, because at our little farm they have them and they're so pretty. It's so easy that it's almost too simple, and so often we just forget. We go for the artificial, low calorie, low fat foods when just picking real wholesome foods is the key. Another thing that you can do this summer to make sure that you're feeling amazing is up your fiber and your water. Do them in combination with each other so that you're going to stay full and you're going to feel amazing. Your skin's going to be glowy. So I'm going to show you how to make this chia seed pudding, starting out with 6 tablespoons of chia seeds, 2 cups of unsweetened coconut milk, 1 teaspoon of vanilla, and then I actually added in a couple drops of lemon essential oil from doTERRA. Oh man, this makes it amazing. And then just a little bit of organic maple syrup. Whisk it up, and then I added in just a tiny bit of a squeeze of fresh lemon, and I can honestly say with 100% guarantee that this is the best chia seed pudding that I've ever made, and I think I owe it to the essential oil in this recipe. I actually just started cooking with doTERRA essential oils. They're so good. Well, certain ones that you can cook with, like the lemon one. And then I added in some stevia, and then you want to let that sit in your fridge for a few hours. And this is so full of fiber. Oh, and we're gonna add blueberries, even more fiber and antioxidants. Now I'm just being a little ridiculous with garnishing it because I wanted it to be cute for you. So this is so good. You have to try this recipe, and I know you'll love it. And it's gonna keep you full this summer, glowing, and yeah. So speaking of water, I'm gonna show you ways to make your water more fun, because I can just say drink water, and you might not do it, but something that I've been doing is actually prepping out fruit-infused water and just sticking it in my fridge, and then I want to drink water even more. So this is an unexpected flavor combination, but I actually was inspired by lemonade. If you've ever been to lemonade, it's so good. Their watermelon rosemary lemonade is delicious. So you literally just take watermelon and rosemary, and I actually squeeze some of the juice from the watermelon out into it just so that it could be a little bit more flavorful, and then pop it in your fridge, and that's it. And then another one of my go-tos is just simply strawberries and cucumber. You can never go wrong with this combination. Okay, this combination of orange and lemon is ridiculously simple, but it's ridiculously delicious, and I drink so much more water when this is in my refrigerator. So if you're struggling with drinking more water and this is something that's difficult and hard for you to do, try just a few different flavor combinations and see which one that you love the most, and I guarantee it's gonna be a no-brainer, super easy way for you to increase your water intake. Buy a cute water bottle. Always keep this fruit-infused water in your refrigerator. This one is just blackberries and mint, super delicious. So find something that works for you, whether it's writing down how much water you're drinking, or whether it's doing this whole fruit infusion thing, or whatever it takes to get you motivated to drink water. That's what you should do because it's your body and it's your taste buds. So this is actually one of my favorite little mixed water drinks, I guess. I don't know what this is called, but I just literally muddled a bunch of blackberries, threw in some strawberries, mint, lime, tons of ice, a little bit of stevia, and man, this is so good. Like if you're looking for something that's super refreshing with like a summer barbecue, pull out a picture of that and people are gonna freak out because it's amazing. So the reason that you're gonna feel so amazing with drinking so much water and having so much fiber this summer is because your digestive system is gonna be working optimally. So that's your goal this summer, more fiber and more water. So now I want to give you a workout that you can do that's fast and that's free and that's quick and effective is hill sprints. So find a hill in your area and sprint up that hill. If I'm doing this only once a week, I can see results in my body. So you don't have to overcommit yourself to something like this. This is obviously an intense workout, but we're talking once a week and only about 10 to 15 minutes. So obviously it's going to depend on how big the hill is that you're running up. But for me, my goal and a challenge for yourself would be to see how fast you can run up the hill 10 times. And then over the course of the summer, see how much time you can shave off of that. Now, depriving yourself doesn't mean that you're winning at being healthy. So I'm going to share one of my favorite recipes with you. So we're going to start out with 1/3 of a cup of maple syrup and then 1/3 of a cup of almond butter. And then you want to go ahead and add those two things to a blender along with 1/4 of a cup of melted coconut oil. This is an optional part of the recipe, but it's delicious because I've been playing around with like different caramely sauces lately, and this is so good. Okay, now onto the real recipe. So we're gonna grab 1/4 cup coconut oil and then 1/4 cup of maple syrup. Add that into a food processor or a blender. And then I'm not measuring it, I'm just eyeballing, but you're gonna do about 1/2 teaspoon of salt, add in 1 egg, and then go ahead and add in 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. This is the best vanilla extract ever. I'll link it in the description box because you will love it. Okay, then 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda, and then finally add in 1.5 cups of almond flour. Now this recipe works best if you blend it up or use a food processor. And once it's done processing and blending, you wanna add in your chocolate chips. You could do dark chocolate, you could do whatever chocolate chips you want. And then I'm gonna add this into the cast iron skillet along with our little sauce that we made before. You want to bake this at 350 degrees for about 22 minutes. And I have to say that I spent years, especially a lot of my summers, saying I'm not going to eat this, I'm not going to do that because I'm going to be healthy. And what I didn't realize is that that extreme mentality of just depriving myself of anything that I actually enjoyed or that was sweet, I was not winning. I was putting myself in this box that I felt trapped in, and I really don't want you to trap yourself in that box. Learn to live in the light of moderation and loving and accepting your body, and you will go so much farther than deprivation will ever take you. And lastly, I want to leave you with this. If the only reason you're wanting to be healthy and fit is to look a certain way, then you're never going to stop striving. And what I mean by that is maybe we need a little bit of a different perspective when it comes to health and to fitness. We're constantly striving for this better image, this better looking body, and we think that eating and controlling our food perfectly is going to get us to this place of ultimate happiness. And in doing so, we forget that we need spiritual nourishment too. We can't just rely on changing the external and hoping that we'll feel good on the internal, because the more we have spiritual nourishment, the less we're thrown off by the things that we don't have. And when you stop striving, you can finally rest in who God created you to be. So don't forget to feed your soul.
Did you make a new friend?
You like this?
No, that's wrong.
Oh, I wasn't recording.
Shut up.
Oh, hear the sound of it. Mix it. That sound.
Listen.
Oh, what are you doing?
Trying to show you off my mad orange spoon.
Hallelujah.
It's really creepy looking.